안녕하세요, 비밀이야입니다.
So chef has prepared a very special
오늘
menu.
매운
We are in transition period from summer to autumn season, so you'll have a combination of some summer ingredients, some autumn ingredients.
예.
So we will start with some bread and butter. We have a beautiful butter from the house of Bayvere. Chef chooses especially the extreme white ones, which has more flavor, more creaminess. This is made in traditional artisanal style, no chemicals, no machines used in the production. And please enjoy the journey with us.
오케이.
Thank you.
To be enjoyed with your beautiful butter will be the country style and rustic sourdough bread, always freshly baked in-house.
Halfway Chardonnay and the other half Pinot Noir.
We will begin with summer. We get this tomato from the house Les Jardins de Rabelais. Chef chooses all these tomatoes in almost the same size. It's naturally juicy, very succulent, sweet. It's almost end of the season. It's very much concentrated and it's at its full flavor now.
오케이.
Wow.
We are going to start with this tomato tart as a canapé. The tomato on top has been confit in extra virgin French olive oil, seasoned with basil and thyme and presented on a crisp puff pastry. It's a finger food. After we have a chilled soup. The bottom layer is a cucumber jelly along with some diced cucumbers, and it brings nice crunch and texture on the palate. On top we have a refreshing cold tomato soup with touch of basil, peppercorns and olive oil. Enjoy both the layers together along with this freshly baked petit croissant with anchovies inside.
So I eat this one first,
This one first.
this
yes.
one first, and then
Then
this
the
one,
soup.
and then this one together. Thank you.
완전히 완숙이네. 이 정도 되면 따서 후숙시킨 게 아니고 그냥 완숙 상태로 따서. 아유, 한국은 이런 게 수입이 안 되니까.
재료빨.
내가 이제 재료를 수입하니까 이제 너무 알겠는 그 재료빨이라는 게 너무 어려운 거지.
제일 어려운 건 거 알지?
So we'll be having some caviar in the menu. We have a selection of caviar from the house Caviari. This is from La Maison Nordique. So Daniel is very much familiar with caviar. This is Cristal, which is a little bit more robust style of caviar with nice buttery notes. And we have this Ossiet, and it has more marine characters, a little creaminess. And this is an Imperial Ossiet. It's a beautiful freshness of marine flavors, nice nutty notes where you'll get a little bit of hazelnut character. So you need to choose which caviar would you like to have it in your dish. What would you think?
I like caviar. It's a little bit earthy flavor, I think. Yeah.
Oro from Père Rose. We are located in Coteau du Languedoc, vintage 2006. 9 years of aging before the release. Explaining the color as well.
You can place your phone also over here.
아,
And then you can use the cloth to wipe your
아.
camera as well.
오케이. 와.
나는
야, 이거는
야.
양식당에서 처음이다.
나도
네,
처음이다.
thank you.
야.
This one will be the mini backweek baguette bread that
Ah,
you can enjoy
okay.
together with
Okay.
your first course also. Thank you. Ready? Wow.
오.
We are in the first section of our cold appetizers based on caviar. This is a very classic Parisian style dish, mimosa egg. Mimosa is a flower which normally blooms during the summer season, and this is like having egg inside the egg. So the outer layer is a boiled egg white, and inside we have osetra for you, and on top it's a mimosa dressing which is made with the yolk of the egg, little touch of olive oil, croutons. Below we have a green color sauce which is made with extract of parsley, a little bit of red wine vinaigrette. We have extra dressing for you of mimosa, which also has some caviar underneath. Bon appetit.
야, 그러니까 이게 골른 캐비어로 이거 안에 넣어가지고 요리를 해준다. 야, 이건 뭐 이 바게트는 뭐 예전에 많이들 보셨겠지만 아름답습니다. 아니 근데 한국에 이제 버터를 내주는 식당 자체가 이제 거의 없어진 거야.
맞아요.
다 모던 한식 하면서 그리고 빵은 아무래도 그거 하니까 그냥 아예 치워버린 거지.
맞아. 근데 진짜 사실 이게 기본인 건데.
아,
그리고 이게 진짜인 건데. 어? 프랑스 요리에서 빵과 버터 없는데?
야, 이거 봐, 이거 봐, 이거 봐. 알 안에 알이 들어갔다. 야.
How's everything so far?
예스. 계란도 맛있는 것 같아.
This is your next dish. It's a very classic style French tort. Some game birds here, like guinea fowl, pheasant, duck, a little bit of pistachio, touch of truffles, and this is served with classic sauce albufera made with chicken bouillon, a little bit of creme fraiche. There is a bit of espelette pepper, which gives a nice balance to it, and a touch of madeira. So please enjoy the combination.
오케이, 땡큐.
So our next dish would be scallops. The sauce for the scallop will be based on olive oil, and we have few different labels of olive oil for our restaurant, especially bottled for us by the house Chateau Esther Blanc. We do a little tasting of this. After you'll get the same flavor in the sauce as well.
Closibon, Tibourin, cuvée des vignettes. This one is a rosé wine from Provence. And it's a very old vines of Tibourin, which is a very rare grape in Provence. Indigenous
오케이.
grape.
미쳤어. 와, 오빠 미쳤다.
오,
Now we are having fruit de mer, which is like fruit of the sea, and this is very special hand-dyed scallops. And you could see the size is exceptionally big as compared to the usual scallops. In order to retain the natural character and texture, chef uses a delicate cooking method. It's been slow roasted in the oven, and the sauce, it's an emulsion of this Salonanque extra virgin French olive oil with mussel jus and fish filling.
내가 가리비 많이 먹어봤는데 솔직히 내가 먹어본 가리비 중에 제일 큽니다 지금. 왜 싱가포르에 이런 가리비가 있는 거야? 와, 이게 지금 아니 두께가 진짜 홍합 올리브오일 등으로 만든 소스가 기가 막히네. 그리고 지금 와, 이건 뭐
해야지.
So here we have half of the preparation, which is Wagyu beef, and half is blue lobster from Normandy.
Wow.
And served with sauce, which is based on vin jaune, kind of yellow wine. It has beautiful oxidative nature, nice intensity, which matches very well with this combination.
와, 이건 와규하고 랍스터를 같이 요리했습니다. 소스는 뱅존 소스인데 잘 돌려보면 이쪽 브리트니 블루 랍스터입니다. 우리의 그 랍스터로는 이 색깔이 절대 안 나와요. 예, 그냥 일반 랍스터로는. 야, 이 형 오늘 왜 이래?
다니엘 사랑하지. 오빠만큼 잘하는 사람이 있을까?
아유, 뭐, 저는 이제 뒷방 늙은이에요.
무슨 소리야.
Coteau champenois from Origiro, vintage 2020. Still wine from Champagne, made with 100% Chardonnay and aged for 18 months in barrel.
The next, when we'll have the salmon fish. This salmon fish, it goes to the Atlantic Ocean during spring time, and then when the summer comes, it comes back. Normally it's a river fish, so it goes from river to the ocean, and then
Yeah.
it comes back to this
Yeah.
river again. From the same region, we have these mushrooms, and here chef is matching the salmon and the ceps.
오, 이게 색이
So as you can see,
다르네.
and also we have some girole from the summer season, wild green asparagus from Provence, and chef will portion it out. I'll bring it shortly for you.
향부터 맛있는 향이 나오지 않아?
요새 한참 이제 제철이 시작한 세페라고 그러면 포르치니 버섯 말합니다. 뭐 이탈리아 포르치니 버섯.
Ready? Voila.
야, 이건 뭐 연어가 아시는 분은 아시겠지만 내가 원래 연어를 안 먹어요 잘. 내가 북해도 연어, 킹살몬 정도는 먹는데 보통 연어 안 먹다가 홍콩 카프리스를 갔는데 세바스찬이랑 같이 갔어.
우리 안 가니?
형님이 사줬지.
응.
근데 그때 또 거기 그러니까 카프리스 셰프가 그때 투스타일 때였는데 뭐 완전 재료들을 완전 다 다른 걸로 내준 거야. 무슨 특별한 연어라고 내줬는데 너무 맛있는 거야. 그다음부터 내가 양식당에서부터 연어 먹잖아.
원래 안 먹지.
원래 안 먹는데.
이거 되게 스페셜한 거야. 이거 먹으면 다들 난리 난대. 회장님들도 난리 난다는 거야.
This is
아니 근데 맛도 맛인데 아니 텍스처를 어떻게 설명하냐. 그냥 결이 무너지지 않았어. 근데 사르르야.
그게 테크닉?
그러니까 근데 내가 되게 신기한 게 코로나 되기 전부터 내가 늘 하던 얘기가 내가 아시아에서 양식 베이스의 식당을 먹어보고 여기는 탈아시아급이다. 양식 베이스니까 탈아시아란 말을 쓸 수가 있겠지. 내자미하고 나리사와 두 군데인데 둘 다 투스타다라는 얘기를 내가 그때부터 계속 했거든.
맞아.
난 왜 나리사와는 3스타 안 주는지 아직 솔직히 잘 모르겠고 레자미는 결국 3스타 됐고 근데 너무 놀라운 게 작년에 봤을 때 아시아 50 베스트라는 랭킹이 처음부터 끝까지 지금까지 한 번도 그 밖에 안 나가간 식당이 꼭 2개밖에 없다는 거 아니야. 내가 뭐 예언을 한 것도 아니고 그 랭킹이 모든 걸 말해주진 않지만 다 그렇게 생각한다는 거 아니야. 아시아 50는 되게 부침이 있잖아. 트렌디한 거 되게 쫓고 그럼에도 불구하고 누구나 좋아하고 그 순위에 들어있다는 거는 이유가 분명히 있다.
우리 오빠 맛을 아는 거지.
응?
어? 맛을 아니까.
내가 이제 영상에서 이 음식에 대해서 얘기할 때 내가 이제 설명을 하려면 이걸 연어라고 얘기를 해야 되는데 연어라고 얘기를 하면 이 음식의 맛과 본질도 설명을 못하는 것 같은 느낌이 좀 있어. 이걸 뭐라고 해야 될지. 연어라고 생각하고 먹으면 이게 연어가 아닌데
그래.
텍스처 자체가 그냥 달라버리니까.
우리가 아는 연어가 아니지.
우리가 먹은 게 기존의 광어라면 약간 광어 지느러미 살만 모아놓은 느낌?
야들야들해?
야들야들하고 기름지고 촉촉하고.
now we will be having a soup course, and this is chestnut veloute. Chestnut it comes during autumn season from the Ardèche region, one of the best chestnut producing region, and this will be accompanied with some ingredients in the bowl. We have a beautiful juicy pork belly, little bit of pearl, onion, the young leaf of the celery which gives beautiful flavor here, and some chestnut on the side. Voila.
와, 내가 근데 진짜 올해 인상적인 다이닝을 좀 많이 했어. 이번 달에 뭐 미라주로 너무 맛있었고 미셸 게라드 돌아가시고 나서 나는 갔는데 훨씬 맛있어진 거야.
오히려?
메뉴명은 그대로야. 재료도 거의 비슷한데 조금씩 모던하게 바꿨는데 와 진짜 나는 와 진짜 거의 인생급 뭐 그러니까 미라주루가 약간 그 모던한 뭔가의 개성 보였다면 진짜 클래식한데 살짝 모던함을 더한 끝을 보여주는구나. 근데 오늘은 아니 근데 프랑스에도 사실 이런 다이닝이 잘 없잖아 이제 더 이상.
이제 없지.
너무 복잡한 거 싫고 그다음 뭐 노르딕이니 뭐니 해서 그냥 고기 소스 가니쉬 하나 딱 넣어 이것도 너무 싫고.
그냥 적절하게 맛있는 거
그러니까.
오빠.
앞에는 좀 화려하거나 다채로운 거 보여주다가도
괜찮아,
메인은
좋아.
그냥 솔직히 그때쯤이면 혀도 지쳤고 그냥 묵직하게 한 방으로 가줘야 되거든.
Roasted the whole lobe of foie gras from the house of Castang, owned by Mr. Jean-Daniel Castang, based in Londres. They are the last family to do the foie gras in very traditional style. And this is a very traditional style of cooking in a cocotte on a bed of the salt. So chef has portioned out your foie gras, pear on the side. We have aged balsamico. We have the summer cherries, special grapes, and all these fruits will match very well with the foie gras here.
Jura natural wine from Ploussard grape.
사과부터 맛을 봤는데 맛있다. 푸아그라. 와 푸아그라.
미쳤지?
젠장. 갑자기 짜증난다 이런 거 먹다 보니까. 아, 왜 한국은 이런 걸
못해.
실력이고 먹을 그냥 떠나서 그냥
좋은
이런
거
거를
알았어.
먹을 수 있는 기회가 그냥
그치?
와,
왠지 그 맛을 아는 사람한테
맞아.
해주고 싶잖아.
아니 와인도 그래. 이제
와인도 마찬가지야.
우리 사무실에 많은 사람들이 뭐 오지만 진짜 5만 원짜리, 10만 원짜리, 50인치, 100만 원짜리인지 아는 사람 줘야지. 아니 근데 가끔 또 이런 것도 있어. 모르는데 알고 싶어 하는 사람.
맞아. 그럼 또 즐겁게 알려줄 수 있지. 그치?
So a very refreshing granite for you to clean your palate, and this is made with 5 herbs: coriander, mint, basil, tarragon, parsley. Beautiful freshness, and it helps you to clean your palate for you to enjoy your main course afterwards.
Voila.
색깔이 사슴인 것 같다.
맞습니다.
It's a hunting season now, and this is a black forest venison which has been roasted with touch of juniper berries. We have a compote of apple and grapefruit which brings fresh acidity, and a very special sauce which is made with a little bit of red wine, touch of bacon, and chef uses the meat from the veal feet which has natural gelatinous character, and it brings very natural style of smooth and silky texture in the sauce. Please enjoy.
Thank you.
땡큐.
Deuxième main course, côte rôtie, le galet blanc from François Villard, vintage 2021. So Shiraz from Northern Rhone.
이 사슴의 글로벌하게 전 세계 통용되는 단어가 있지.
뭐예요?
밤비.
아, 우리 밤비 먹는 거야? 오빠 밤비 얘기니까 좀 뭔가 좀 그렇잖아.
내가 어렸을 때 밤비 이불 덮고 잤거든. 그거 집에 있나 찾아봐야 될 것 같아.
아, 밤비 먹는다고 하면 이상하잖아.
와, 사장님 맛있기가 쉽지 않은데. 야, 꽃두로띠하고 잘 맞는다.
치즈.
Spring and summer in France, they make more goat cheese, and we are almost towards the end of the season. The milk from the goat, it's even better towards the end. If you have any specific preference, otherwise I'll do a small assortment of some goat cheese of this season. There is
Oh, hello.
How are you doing?
Yeah,
All
wonderful.
good?
Yeah.
When you finish your cheese, please come in the kitchen.
Yes,
We'll,
yes.
I will show you the kitchen.
Okay.
You made
Yes.
it.
Just after the cheese, you come in the kitchen.
this cheese. This is called as Bouchette du Manon from Provence, with little touch of Provençal herb Sarriette, which naturally comes from the mountain in Provence. And after we have Cœur de Berger, which is also from Provence with little touch of herb thyme. Then we have Ovalie Cendré from Poitou-Charentes, a little bit of vegetable ash in the outer rind, which gives it little smoky character. And the last one is sheep milk from Corsica, Fromage du Maquis with some juniper berries and rosemary. We have another olive oil for you, Picholine, which is another monovarietal French olive. It has beautiful peppery and spice intensity. Please drizzle a nice amount of olive oil. It will improve and enhance the flavor of the cheeses.
okay.
This is the Picholine. Welcome, Mr. Daniel.
We just renovated a few months ago. Everything was to help the more efficient way for my cooking style. We put also some chiller inside in the stove for the chiller to cook, to go very fast, for the scallops that you have today.
Ah.
Here you have a wet aging chiller. Here we have a zircon chiller. Chiller working at below 2, below 3. It's a chiller without ventilation. It's a very, very special, just for the fish. Only for the fish is the best way to preserve the fish. This is a turbo fish for tonight.
Yeah.
In many kitchen you put the ice on the fish, but it's no good. And here we have an aging chiller. This for our beef also, and our duck for resting. When every meat are cooked, we rest here at 45 degrees, 45, 50. Even the chopping board are created like this. The chopping board are inside the stove. When we cut the meat, all the juice will go here to make sure it's always very clean. To optimize the cleanness of the kitchen.
손 씻는 거 보여줘.
아.
Every
오.
the soup is coming. After the soup, you will have the water to rinse you.
오.
Voilà. And we don't waste the pepper. It's just one piece of pepper coming. Les amis, identity. a grand cuisine, a style of cooking characterized by meticulous preparation.
중요한 말이네, 중요한 말.
중요한 말입니다.
For your pre-dessert, we are presenting you our signature dark chocolate tart ice cream, which is made with Grand Cru, Bora Bora vanilla beans from Mr. Alan Apparel. The vanilla bean was harvested and started aging since 2024. The less water, the less rain is a preferred condition. So last year was a beautiful season, perfect season for the vanilla.
아 그러니까 지금 아까 여기서도 지금 향이 나.
Now for the main dessert, we have summer white peach from Languedoc-Roussillon. The outer layer is a crisp sugar sphere made in-house and filled inside with poached peach. We have lemon and verbena ice cream, crispy meringue. Below we have a peach coulis with little touch of fromage blanc.
다 먹은 거지? 푸트프로 안 나오지?
나와.
나와?
We have the petit four to finish the last notes of your sweets. To go along with that, we'll be enjoying a beautiful selection of chocolates.
짜잔.
Ta-da!
자 마지막 푸트프로입니다.